Pirate Radio episode 56. 5-6. Did I even uncork the wine? Hold up. Not even hold it. Fuck it. Let's keep talking. What a week. What a week. Champagne for the pain and for the celebration of another week of life, I guess. Shit, because the way it's going on now, let me pop the champagne at least. Like, I was like, should I buy the pipe? But I want to make it a weekly thing because, shit, the way it's looking now, soon, all that fucking inflation and the shortages, I'm going to have to just pop fucking urine or some shit. Anyways, hold up. Let's go. Another week of me, what will people call it, right? Like people who and by the way, I just said right after, as if somebody's gonna be like, no. You never saw that? Like, you never hear people when they explain something, usually like corporate and shit, and they want to kind of like influence you into something. They'll be like, well, you know, when you go in, you see that's the first thing you see, right? And then it's like, I'm not using that as an example, but they use other things. So you come in for like 55 hours, you get paid this, right? And then you pay this, right? And then I feel like when they trying to like convince you, they'll use that term right after so it can flow better. I don't know. Maybe I look into too much details in terms of language, but it will help. You know what I'm saying? Or how about like when you're about to explain what somebody said, we always, I'm gonna say we because I'll be getting caught into it. We always start with, oh, isn't that the one? Like, yeah. So you know what she said? She was like, oh, and I was like, yo, when that shit came about? It's like a spell. Language is important and powerful. People always said that, but I never really got it, but makes sense. Like, the feelings behind the word could easily be taken the other way around by a different language. Like they say, like the Germans and Russian, they have that very authoritarian talk. Even in the music, their beats. That's how I make my beats, to be honest. And I guess the Spanish language is the language of love or whatever. And I asked somebody who was like a language teacher or I don't know, something like that, and she told me like the reason why. I was like, yo, why is the Spanish the language of, like, they call it the language of love? I forgot exactly what she said, but it makes sense. You know, she was breaking down how, you know, I guess it's a softer, you know, the whole Latin thing, not complicated, but soothed out language, because before that probably was like a bunch of and the Germans had a little bit of that shit too, because you always heard video clips of Hitler on his fucking dog barking shit. Like, and I mentioned before, it's like, damn, you didn't even know if he was just saying, you know, I want a prosperous world. Why are these people bullying me? But listen, talking about bullying, all that bullying and all that shit and all that mental health. How about the mental health y'all gave to Hitler before he went rampage? Y'all don't talk about that. That history is like deleted, because if they show you that, then people will be like, whoa, y'all was doing this to him? And you're not gonna say, oh, you know, good thing that he killed all those Jews. I'm not saying that, but you push a person to the corner, they're gonna bite. And he bit a little too hard. He bit mad hard. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me just take the sip first. Fuck that. To life and to content creating, I guess, because it's slowly becoming the most consistent shit I've ever done, other than waking up, nigga. Because goddamn, like, I be looking out, you know, days ahead. Okay, the Friday, boom. Usually I do these on a Friday. It's just weird being considered like a content creator. You know what I mean? Because I won't dare put it on my bio, like on IG. Even though it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what it is. It's just like, there's so many content creators, so maybe that's the main reason, and I don't want to oversaturate it, but it's already oversaturated. Everybody usually has a podcast now, you know what I'm saying? And we usually say that like, oh, everybody has a, but I don't want to say like in a down, to down it, you know what I mean? I actually want more people to come out with podcasts. Like, to me, that's more interesting. Especially if you speaking by yourself. Ooh, that was my fucking main terror. I was like, oh, when I first started the Melting Pot, it was not really an experiment, but an experiment because I knew what we wanted to do. And I just was like, I just need my friends around because we could just record this shit. You know what I'm saying? We was having so many classic conversations. And even with the podcast, we, you know, it's a little weird because it's different because we know we're being recorded. And, you know, I guess to save embarrassment, you don't want to, you know, come out and say something that didn't make sense or something. But that's how the conversation usually works. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, groups and that chill together, whatever. They may have stories of like a one word that is a inside thing. Only a couple know, and it's a word that maybe was because somebody said the word wrong, and after that it became like a snowball effect of jokes, and then, you know, it becomes memorable. But we had that, but at the same time you gotta remember the scheduling, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to say, yeah, I'm gonna go, but when that date comes, you're like, damn, you know, like shit comes up. So I was like, damn, I want to do a podcast, but it has to be consistent. But I know there's going to be days that I'm not consistent. And then the day that I might want to go, maybe the other person that I'm doing the podcast with may not make it one day that I wanted to go. And there's going to be that back and forth. And there is life. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell's in the mood to just, hey, let's do a podcast and we're not even getting paid? And you have to devote time to that, like religiously almost. Not religiously because it's once a week, but it's just easy to make plans. Because how about if, yeah, you do a podcast, but, you know, there's a plan that you're really looking forward more than the podcast. You know, sometimes you will hold back. It's like, damn, but I don't want to say, you know, basically a podcast call out. But then again, it's like you're living life. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting paid. So that's why I was like, I want to do a podcast by myself, but just speaking to myself, basically speaking to myself. But I have to realize eventually that I was speaking to the people. It's just that I don't have people who are hearing. But last episode did 5 views. I wonder who the hell they were. Probably got like an idea of maybe 1 or 2. That's it. Other than that, surprises me. And I'm not even putting hashtags and shit. That's why it's like content creating. I know there's a lot of rules. Like, hey, you got to make sure you put what's your hashtags and all that shit. But I guess I won't have views anyways doing it the way I do it. But I just want to do it like a non-typical way. Like that whole hashtag shit is dope. I might get more views. You feel me? Sometimes you won't. Because at the end of the day, I feel like the way that we giving it up in here, like we hold you. I guess the way I'm giving it up is like, you know, nobody gonna want to sponsor me. That's 1. 2, if they do sponsor me, that will be the fucking greatest promotion, because they're gonna say, why the hell would you sponsor this podcast that's going this reckless in? But we're at a time right now that it's how you call it, what's that fucking term I'm looking for? The content, I guess. Right? I was looking for a different word. But, you know, you have the content police that were like, hey, you can't say this word. There's people who suffered miserably. Why would you use that term? You know, there's kids who are dizzy in their room, and why would you use retarded? Like, I don't know. Man, shit, right? But because of that, we kind of was like, man, okay. But y'all kept going. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, no, hold up. In the words of I'm not in the words, but shit. I'm not going to say the school. I was going to say the school, but not the school, but you know what I'm saying? Like, possibly my favorite comedian is Patrice O'Neal. Just off the honesty. That was it right there. When the honesty is there, I don't care about the jokes. because I know, like, obviously you're coming up with jokes off the top of the head, or maybe it's a joke that you thought it was funny. But at the end of the day, you have that honesty. That honesty is what pays off. And honestly, never mind. Nah, that album. That Drake album was it's cool. It's just not, you know, that art cover was way too gangster for that album. Like, don't, you know, show yourself in the beach. Like, do a Bad Bunny album cover, because nigga, that was the Vamos Pa La Playa all tracks. And by the way, I'm skipping already subjects, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Let me actually write that fucking Drake album. But back to that content shit, man. So it went too far left, and I was like, for the spirit of Patrice O'Neal, which oddly enough he was taken away, felt way too soon, and oddly enough before the climate that we're going through right now. Just imagine what Patrice O'Neal would have said about Trump as president, Biden, Kamala Harris. I was gonna say you could tell, but I was gonna say, yo, whoever has the time machine must have been like, no, Patrice O'Neal's gonna fucking awake the masses too early for this whole Trump shit. They had to wait 4 years and then two years of Biden so they can start saying, maybe we want Trump. But a person like Patrice O'Neal, he was getting too big. He was getting too big while kind of like, in a bad way, in a good and bad way, burning bridges with like phony ass, I guess, roles that they were giving him and shit. Some were good and some he just don't like. So he was, I guess, tough to like deal with in terms like that. Like, he would get bored, he would let you know. It was just him being honest. But that's what's making him bigger, because, you know, his philosophy, you know, and in a climate like right now, he would have went ham on LGBT. That's why it's like, did somebody came back in time and shot him because they saw the future, and not shot him, but obviously I guess give him the flute that they and they did the dart and gave him like well, he did have diabetes, but damn, the way he went out, man, it was crazy. But yeah, man, because it's like what he would have had to say in today's day is ridiculous. It's unfathomable. So that's why when they push all the way to the left, I'm gonna push all the way to the right now, and I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, and I can say the words like faggot, I can say nigga, because obviously I was born and raised in the Bronx and I'm Dominican, and it is what it is. But what else? Spick, wetback. I don't know. What are the words? I already said faggot. I don't know. But I just say whatever I want, man. And if I stop saying whatever I want, just know I got fucking how do you call it? I got compromised. Isn't that crazy that I have to speak like that? So that's the whole deal. Like, who the hell gonna want to sponsor a person like me? But it will be famous because, like, yo, Pepsi, like, not Pepsi, definitely not Pepsi, but like, let's say Papa John's or some shit, or some fucking Dick's Sporting Goods. So they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? They obviously won't, but it would just raise suspicion. It will have people listen to me. It will be more promotion on me, obviously, not on them. But these are the times where you gotta just be brave. Like, what happened to all the bravery? Brave is not even a word used that much. Well, brave, I guess you're brave if you're gay, but you're not brave as a regular person. You're not brave when you got to deal with these inflation. And behind all the bullshit that we're going on now, they want to just say, oh, only the LGBT people are brave. Brave for what? For fucking your sexuality? And here's the thing, that you can tell they have to do this now because they must have kids that feel like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, they brave. It's like, yo, hold up. I actually lived a little bit before you, and I don't even know shit. The people who lived before me could tell you there was gay people since the beginning of fucking ancient times. Now, will some get beaten and shit? Yes, but you know what? Just like it happens now. So by you throwing another flag in the air saying, hey, be private, no, this been going on. They do get looks, and now maybe with all that fucking promotion, that rollout, because it's like an album rollout for the last fucking 7-10 years or some shit. However the fuck how long it's been. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, the catering for you, and it's just like, damn, man, like, what's the percentages of broken homes? Like, can we get one of those months for like restoring a broken home? You know, like marriages, like, you know, eliminating cheating. Like, nah, they won't. It's just whatever can bring shit to like against God, of course. That's number one, because it's tan loquito to take away the Bible. Like, they just like they must have a 3D chess plan to, well, they maybe had to take away that Bible. But it definitely has to do with homosexuality, because they're gonna say, yo, guys, remember about those guys who are brave and they come out as homosexuals or whatever? Yeah. Well, you know what? One of them killed himself because, you know, their parents were from church or whatever, and they told them this line here: you think we should ban the Bible? And we're gonna say, yeah, like that, because we fucking sheeps. We're all sheeps, nigga. Not me, but I say we, because once I say no, but 75,000 others say yeah, I'm like, you know. That's the BS we gotta deal with. That's the BS we gotta deal with. And hopefully not, but when you see how, like, the conservatives or the Republicans or whatever, how they kind of, their reasons for why they have these ideas and thoughts or whatever on certain things, I would be like, y'all exaggerating, because I didn't know no better. And then the more research you do, you be like, oh, these niggas is right. It's just inch by inch though. They're not saying, but now it felt like they've been taking more drastic measures, like, to make our life a living hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, they even bullying kids. Like, if you're not down with the LGBT shit, as, like, you know, younger kids, like high school, you can say, yo, something about that, fuck out of here, fuck that shit. But younger kids, like, they kind of brainwashing them to be okay with LGBT. So it's like, now you have way more kids identifying as them, and it's just like, that's all influence. Because if there was a hardcore influence on being an alpha male, that's what you get. But not like an alpha male, how they make it look, or how some stingy ass bitches make it look because their man don't want them anymore. Not like that. I'm talking about a stand-up guy, man, you know, and having values, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no alpha male nigga gonna be doing stupid shit or like hitting a girl. That's an alpha male. No, man, nigga, like, come on now. But they promote what they want. We don't have no control. Just thank God we have the internet, because they were like, whoa, damn, we should have taken away the internet a long time. But they're probably trying to create another time machine to go back and take away the internet completely, because they look stupid and they're trying to censor the internet. Hell no. That's free speech online. So instead of me being in the corner saying, yo, I hate these motherfuckers, or you could say, yo, the world's coming to an end or whatever, now you have the internet for that. And then at the same time, while you have the internet for that, you have people to fact check that, not fact check that, but half-ass fact check it, I guess, and also bring up their opinions. You know, so that's something that the mainstream media never wants. They never want a famous person that is not playing ball to say their opinion. Because, yo, if it's like that, like, first of all, you can tell we're fucked up as a people, because, like, not for Hispanics, but our people also, which is blacks and Hispanics, but the blacks, can you believe that nobody said, yo, Jay-Z, we're giving you, we really want you to speak of the importance of reparations? He won't say that shit. He will say, yeah, all right, cool. And then when he's like, yo, I'm gonna talk about reparations to whatever who represents something, I'm like, no, what are you doing? And then he gonna realize that, and it must have happened. He must know himself. That's why he won't do it. But, and listen, some people make good points about reparations being bad, but a lot of more people making reparations making a good point. If we speak about historically people who receive reparations, different people that receive reparations. But here's my thing. Let's just have the conversation. I bet. If y'all made a good point and it's not going to go nowhere back, but let's have the conversation. Just acknowledge them, like fucking Roman Reigns. Acknowledge the history of this country, okay? Because if it was the Jews, that would have been the Jewish people, that would have been here in America being treated like fucking cattle, or best believe that money would have been going every month. And nobody can say nothing either. The same way we can't speak about the Jewish people, the fake Jews, we can't say nothing either. The same way we can't do that shit, that's the way they need to do it. And I'm not calling like for them to do it, but you see the hypocrisy? And then you have the people on the conservative side that they don't want to see people getting free money because they you know, they jealous as fuck because what their ancestor most likely did. I'm not saying all of them, but most likely did. It's like, nah, but I thought y'all believe in justice. Y'all will never forget the Continental Congress or whatever the hell that shit's called. The you know, all the history of America being started. Well, when America was started, this happened after. So there's certain history y'all don't want to touch upon. And I'm okay if y'all say, nah, hell no, but then let's also hit other topics. You know what I'm saying? So then at the same time, you have people who the liberals, the Democrats, which liberal used to be a good word, but now they ruined it. So, okay, just like we're going to ruin the word. So fuck it. I'm going to keep saying liberal. Fuck that. But just like the liberal fuck up shit for us too. They'll put a black person in as an image. They put a Hispanic person front image. And they are the ones that are house Negroes. House Hispanics, I guess. But you know what I'm saying? In both ways. They'll put them there. They playing game with the liberals and those white mans. Y'all want to talk about the white man so much. Well, they playing with the white man. But they'll put a face that look like yours so you can feel contempt. How the fuck that shit keeps working on y'all? No wonder there must be spam calls and they keep happening because some of y'all so fucking dumb that y'all probably be like, my social? Okay, one. And come on, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? People are so fucking dumb. So that's my content. You see how it goes? See why I can't get any sponsors? It still feels weird to be called a content creator, but I mean, in this, for however long we're here in this lifespan, why not? This is to me more important than going every day to work for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else's company. Might as well work on my own. But it's gonna be way more important because this is actually, I guess, art, whatever. Because at the end of the day, let's just put it like this. I'm not gonna say whether it's famous or not. All I'm saying is this. If I say, yo, they found the earliest recording of human life having a conversation or whatever, or we found the recording somehow, some way of people in the Renaissance era, the Black Plague, something, you will want to listen to it because you'll be like, whoa, this is interesting. Same thing if people, like I said before, always on the podcast, people who are fucking 1,000 years from now, they're like, yo, what was going on that whole climate where we saw all this information about Trump, Biden doing worse than what was going on? That's where we come in. If the platforms we still using are still there. That's why, as a content creator, that sounded weird. But as a content creator, we have to save our own work. Because just me doing this and just putting it up on YouTube and just expecting YouTube to be there forever. Like, nah, look at Instagram right now. I post on Instagram, and that's my real focus, the Sunday episodes of Diesel TV. And I'm getting so many fucking emails about who this person owns this copyright this, copyright that. That's when you know it's like the end of the world, because Jesus Christ, why they haven't made a copywritten law? Because at the end of the day, everything is fucking copywritten. Nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, you imagine people creating like a bunch of technology, but everything is copywritten, so you can't use the technology. But no, they won't do that technology because they want people to buy it. So you know what? If we're buying into Instagram should handle all that fucking not content creating, but all that copywritten shit. Like, what the fuck is the point of posting? Like, I want to post a song that I like, but here comes the fucking copyright. Don't y'all motherfuckers all fucking have secret fucking meetings, all the top people or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like big tech companies and shit. Figure out a fucking way that when people play a music, you won't flag them. It will just recognize the music and put a fucking whatever y'all do, put a play or something. The same thing how Instagram has music, but then again you upload other music and they'll flag it. It's so fucking weird. So now I got a bunch of emails and a couple of them was the episode I was doing. But guess what I do? I go in the fucking bottom and I appeal it and I put John Doe and it just takes it away and it goes back on. So it's not taken away that I know of. I checked and they haven't took it down when you appeal it. But ain't that fucking corny? Like, what's the whole fucking point of posting on Instagram? If that shit keeps going on, that's a sure sign right there that Instagram ain't gonna last. Which is probably not. It's not gonna last because they should, instead of, now that they're famous, they should be opening up more of the rules instead of closing them down. So it's ass backwards. And I'm grateful though, at least I'm using this as therapy or just a hobby on the Sundays thing. It may be bigger, who knows? You know, we definitely seen smaller shit become bigger shit. You know what I'm saying? Why not this? You feel me? It just needs more people to, I guess people don't agree with me on my views and shit, so they don't fuck with it. But they do. Trust me, when you see the fucking my IG stories, you see you will figure I will get those views in the videos, but they don't. Some people rather just see my stories than my fucking videos. Ain't that crazy? And I don't even be posting like personal pictures and shit like that on my Instagram. Y'all need to see that. Y'all want to see me? Holla at me. That's how I'll keep it. And once in a while I will. But you imagine just posting non-stop pictures of me? Like, ain't that creepy? And they the ones that get the views, ironically, right? Ain't that weird? That's being human for you. But at least, I guess I can make this podcast. And I guess this right here is the American dream because, man, I was watching another video of like fucking Pakistan people, and you see them like with the hustle in them. Like you see a huge fucking road of like where everybody sells a bunch of shit, fucking chicken out in the open with flies hitting on it left and right. It was crazy. It's just shit that you be like, wow, imagine being born there. Because we could have easily been born on any small little patch of the world. We could have been born in Afghanistan, and then we're over here fucking throwing rocks at each other and shit. Easily. That's why I can't complain too much about America. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not gonna let America just be fucking, you know what I'm saying, self-destruct either. Or at least I don't want to see it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But you know what I'm saying, like sometimes it just feels like small shit that we could fix so far and just, you know, live out our lives, you feel me? But there's obviously another group that kind of wants too much control and is affecting us too much. And now they became so power hungry that it's a weird type of slavery. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, yeah, you're not a slave, but just remember, you can't do a lot of things, so you're kind of a slave. I mean, put it like this. If allegedly FBI had been putting child pornography on reporters for reporting against corruption, then that's the last straw, bro. Like, what the fuck are we getting into? The power-hungry people. Because you can control people with money once you have money. So they'd be like, oh, yeah, what's up? Hey, can you do this? Nah, I'm sorry, man, I can't. Well, damn, well, how much you get paid? I'm like, you don't have to tell me. Here's this. You're going to fucking do it. Because they control it with the money. And eventually, that's what leads to bad culture. That hungriness for money like we have here in America. America should be that dope-ass experiment. That, you know how people go to work at Google and they have like gyms and fucking they riding bikes all inside the building. That building, that's America. The way they treat the employees in the Google, that's how we should be treated. We're fucking Americans. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You want that patriotism to go up? Well, fucking look out for us. The only reason they look out for us is because nobody will dare fucking attack us here. And with that, we let America attack everybody else. And that's because we lack of knowledge. Now we do, but at the same time, we still don't hold these people accountable. You still have probably people out there. I said probably. Can you believe that shit? You still have people out here banging for fucking Biden. Are you kidding me? How much of a fucking lambong you need to be? That's top tier lambong right there. When you still sucking the president's dick after they fucking clearly showed you that they fucking up. That's crazy. Remember, people voted on someone that we told them about like it's a bad decision. And they still did it, and they still posted their I voted stickers, and they still kind of let you know like we're gonna take out, we're gonna end tyranny, basically letting you know we voting against Trump, and it's like, all right, cool, but now what? Where's your, you know what I'm saying? Where make a post at least and be like, yo, what's going on? But now you gotta stay quiet. But that's why I bang hard on that, because like look how easily. Because who knows? This is probably all a charade, right? But look how easily we would have fucked this country up. While having people tell you, yo, that's a bad idea. Don't. Why? Because of this. Oh, but your president is racist. Oh, you won. You won, right? All right, bet. So he's racist, so fuck it. Let's fuck up the country then. Vote for Biden, right? How the fuck we knew? Why? Because we did our fucking research. Well, I looked into people who did the research. Let me keep it real. And letting people in America illegally, I never gave a fuck about that. But now I do. I'm a grown ass person. You know how like when you're young, it's about toys, then like clothes, Jordans. Now it's about fucking politics and family, my nigga. Like, what is it? Not all about politics, but you know what I'm saying? Because it's gotten so bad that it's affecting all of us. Y'all paying, I don't have a car, but y'all paying fucking almost $5 in fucking gas, right? There's no outrage on the president yet. There's some people that coming along now and saying, yeah, you know, yeah, yo, where's Daddy T? Where's Trump at? Yeah, where's Trump at? Come on, get the fuck out of here. If it was up to me, if I was rich, I'd be like, no, keep going, Biden, because I'm rich. But eventually it's gonna fuck up the rich too. The fact that these motherfuckers get up on their social media, because now they get on social media after they talk shit about Trump on social media. Now they get on social media and then you have Biden goes, can you believe that people are billionaires and they ain't paying their fair this was this was last week at least. And it's like, my nigga, you have time to tweet this and you don't have time to figure out what the fuck is going on with the inflation, and you just slapping it on Biden, that's it? That's crazy. And mind you, people still defending that. People say, well, what to expect? I mean, he technically Putin did this and that. It's like, nah, nigga, this, first of all, how many oil stations we have here that we could probably dig up oil? But no. They want to now y'all want to respect the indigenous lands, right? Y'all ain't gave a fuck about it before. Y'all just posted up a bunch of fucking liquor stores over there. If y'all really want to help them, this is the chance. Be like, listen, yo, we're going through a tough time. We're going to recognize y'all. We're going to recognize your land. We're going to help you. You're going to be owners of this. You're going to make the money, but you're going to make the money with us, the United States also. Like some bullshit, man. Some bullshit, but they don't date. You crazy? Ukraine? What happened to Ukraine? Huh? No. Send them $1 billion. Look how it is. Look how easy it is. That's why shit like that makes me a madman. And that's why you get villains. The people over here are brainwashed. And on this side, people are too afraid to speak out. Republicans are too bitch ass to fucking speak out. Pence had the chance to review the elections. He chose not to. Looking like a crazy traitor, but he did it with the quote unquote, we have to respect the elections. Not flash forward, but go all the way back and rewind when Trump came in the funeral of the Bush Senior, and he gave certain people letters. One of them was Mike Pence. Flash forward now, I heard my mom told me that the news is speaking about how Pence could betray Trump because he had the chance to do the whole election, revise the election. They saying it on the news. So you know what that means? That, now let's go rewind all the way back. What was in those letters that the Secret Service gave specific people as soon as Trump came in the funeral? They were looking at the car bazaar, and they gave one to Pence. It was Pence, Clinton, Obama, and Bush son and the brother. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? The brainwashing is real. With the help of the media, because the media ain't gonna show you all the tricks. Like, are you fucking kidding me? All we seen is a magic show. Once we figure out how they do the magic techniques, we be like, oh, okay, yeah, but I've seen that before. That's how I'm seeing with the playbook of the Democrats. I've seen this before. They called me real good though with Obama when he first came out. They ain't gonna front, that's for sure. Ooh, they got me. 2 years later though, motherfucker woke up real fast. I was like, wait, this nigga talking about hope again? Like, fuck hope? Nigga, you had 2 years to go ham. That's a Democrat playbook for you though, you feel me? And the Republicans are just as bad because they just so stale. They just completely stale. You know what I'm saying? They when it comes to blacks, they want to advise them about their votes. Hey, come on, they tricking you. But they wasn't doing none of that bullshit before this. The heat is on them. Now they trying to come to us and Hispanics. Yeah, man, good job. Keep crushing it. Yeah, keep crushing. Suck my dick, nigga. Shut up before I start talking about reparations. Yeah, I start scrambling like fucking roaches. Like I turn on the lights and shit. Turn on the lights. That's what gets me pissed about politics. I cannot be in politics, even though I speak about politics all the time. I'd rather speak on it so I can kind of wake y'all up, because that's gonna work better than me going. It's so sad that it's gonna work better for me to speak about politics in a podcast than go in as a politician, because I'm gonna have to play ball anyways, because y'all too stupid to fucking realize what's going on. FBI. That's it. They gotta knock on my door. Take me out of this shit. You can tell if I ever do a live broadcast, it's gonna have to end with the FBI knocking, and I had to like leave in a robe like fucking James Brown. I gave y'all too much fucking gems. If not gems, this is not probably gems, but shit, I come on now. I wasn't doing that shit in my Diesel TV, where I was showing you literally who was the real racist, and Trump is racist. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. I can't put it past white people. But you gonna tell me that these other presidents never were racist, and you're gonna tell me that he's the only racist when I can show you videos of Biden saying racist shit and doing eulogies at a KKK wizard who was a senator, and they were all Democrats? I showed that to y'all, but no. That's why I must look like a fucking time traveler to y'all now. Oof. After Biden fucking imploded, yeah, I started seeing more people on my IG stories, huh? They don't even admit it though. That's when you know that we're humans. We don't like to admit shit. A couple people did. I gave them respect. Because at the same time, you have to understand, I keep talking about this every week, but you have to understand that I was looking crazy fucking with Trump back then. OJ. Oh, you're Hispanic. How the fuck you see? I did the O, but they would say, "You're Hispanic. How you like Trump? Were you a racist? You're Hispanic." Yo, it's like knuckle dragger shit. Can you read that shit? Fucking Neanderthals, yo. The same people that complain about the area they live at and the rent is high, but these motherfuckers never check these politicians that they dance around y'all every 4 years. And they send their little niggas. You know how they send like nigga, yo, go buy me a Dutch or whatever. You go buy me a fucking pack of beers. They send their little niggas, which is people like, let's say Washington Heights. They send a Dominican person that's a Democrat, and he comes with his nice suit and everything, and he looks and he shakes everybody's hand. You seen that fucking commercial of that dude? I forgot what is his name, but they rolling it out now. Woo! It's like this new candidate for New York City, and they obviously they got to do the it's like a fucking wrestling show. They show the shots of him coming down the train, suck my dick, fuck out of here. They show him shaking two Hispanic women's hands. They look Hispanic or probably black. He shook their hands and he was saying, "I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you." He repeated it twice. Yeah, I can't do that shit. I can't be a politician. If I was a politician, I'll probably I'll probably win, my nigga, because you know why? I'll say reckless shit. Yo, y'all fucking tired of running the same people, right? Well, no, hold up. I'm not these same motherfuckers. You know why? And I start airing each one of them out. Boom, boom. Historically, we were voting Democrat, right? And what the fuck we got? Only a bunch of Hispanics and blacks who move out of New York. And they want to continue that. You have to vote me in because they can't disrespect people like that. I will keep them in check. And I will keep people in my own party in check. Because it's all about the human beings. And if I don't do good, then in 2 years, vote me out. I don't give, like, yo, just say crazy shit, man. Crazy shit like that will get people amped. They'll be like, oh, wow. Like, but not well, democracy is, it's like, no, nigga, you hitting me with a bunch of blah, 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 nigga. Don't put me to sleep like Obama. Obama was really good at that. Nigga came out with a book called The Audacity of Hope. I will never forget that title. Because I remember that was like probably like, I don't know if it was before he ran for president or after. And then I think maybe I saw that specific, or maybe I came back to that clip or that news of the book after the 2 years when I was seeing like this motherfucker wasn't doing shit. And I was like, yo, this dude is a fucking, a pimp. I started looking at him as another fucking Jesse Jackson, but Jesse Jackson never became president. But still, it's just like, yo, what the fuck? like the Radel Ortiz. Hey, yo, what the fuck? I was like, yo, this is another fucking Al Sharpton with just the president's status, because he ain't do shit. He ain't touch up nothing. The only thing people talk about the most is like the Obama phone. Remember that? With mad fucking tracking devices. You never know. These are the same people that are so brainwashed that will go and see a free tablet on the street and you'll sign and you'll give information away and then they'll give you a tablet and they fucking tracking you. Most likely they track you. They need that information. And there's a cheap tablet too. You would have told me it was a fucking iPad. I would kind of would have did it too. I would have given false information, but these people are getting fucking cheap ass motherfucking tablets. You gotta love America, man. You just gotta be aware of what the fuck here and there. Like I literally know, look how big the brainwashing is. I literally know a chick that had a Louis Vuitton bag, but she had to walk around with the receipt inside. Tell me, ain't that top tier sadness right there? Because if somebody asks her, yo, is that real? Or somebody say it's fake. Are you serious, nigga? I tell you right now, I do have one real. I talk all this fucking materialism shit, but look at me. I mean, I'm Hispanic. I do have one real Louis Vuitton vintage wallet, right? Now here I have Louis Vuitton coin pouch, but I put my keys in it. And I zip it up, right? And there's a small pouch. This shit is fake. This shit is hella fake. And sadly enough, when you compare the real one, the fake one, like the material, because they both different sizes, it looks so fucking real, like the same. The real one looks like the fake one looks like the real one. They both peel. It's just leather material, canvas, zipper. But, you know, you pay way more for the name because you want it authentic. And in this case, you got the name, but you don't have the receipt because it looks just like it. Ain't that weird? Because you want the product, so you got the product. That's why, like, that can't really work with cereal. Like, people that has be like, oh, you got the cheap. Yeah, nigga, they taste the same, you dumbass. Sometimes, you know, you have certain ones that don't really taste the same, but you can't do that fake shit with, or even video games. The pirated video games, they were saying the without the booklet, without the casing, without the nice design on the CD. It was just a blank CD, not a blank CD, but it was like a, you know, these regular CDs you buy, and you load up the game in there. And that shit was fucking selling because you still get the fucking game. It's not like the game, the main character's face is gonna be like fucking Ronald McDonald's face because, oh, you got the fake one. Like, no, you won't know this shit. Clothes is getting to that point. Sneakers is getting to that point, and we still have that stigma. Like, no, they fake. Like, are you serious? And listen, when you have the money, you get it, whatever the hell you want, right? At the end of the day, who am I? But that mentality is weird. If we're gonna speak about mental health, right? Because everybody loves to speak about mental health, but the real mental health is y'all saying, oh, these fucking white people, and then, oh, don't you dare tell me about the black people killing each other. Don't you dare come back at me and tell me about Hispanics on Hispanics. Don't you dare. What you mean? What don't you dare? If I was white, I would have been saying that shit left and right. Hey, white man, Chicago. Hey, New York City. Because you ain't going to tell me to take my fucking, oh, you can tell my mullet is coming out and my MAGA hat is coming out right now. Because ain't no way you're going to fucking tell me to give you my guns. And New York is reckless. Chicago is reckless. Mind you, with strong gun laws, right? How do you explain that? That definitely deserves a sip. How do you explain that? Because if you let it be, people won't tell you the other side of that whole scenario. They won't tell you. They won't tell you the good reasons of having a gun. That's when y'all dumbasses should know right there that these people are lying to you. Like, maybe it's because I'm, 36 right now, and it's just like experience, I guess. But y'all don't see what the fuck is going on? Like, y'all have experience with people. When you have a conversation with people, you say, yo, but what, what's the, like when somebody say something, yo, I got this place, we're gonna get it, and you're like, yo, wait. This sounds too good to be true. Y'all have that. If I would have come to you and like, hey, let me give you this, all you gotta do is just sign here, you wouldn't say, wait, it's too good to be true. Y'all see it every time where you see a spam email says win $500. You already say, But that's what I mean. How the hell you haven't picked up on why these people, when there's a shooting, the Democrats and the Republicans always have a fight? And sadly enough, it's not even about the person that died. Because what everybody does is just, people don't know the victims, but we just get hijacked and jump to the conversation. They literally went from abortions to all, and now there's mass shootings. What the hell is going on? That's when you know, like God is seeing this and is bringing hell to everybody and have it. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird because this is the weird thing about the Bible, right? Like, it has things that it leaves it kind of semi-open but semi-detailed to the point they be like, yeah, are you talking about now? Or, you know what I'm saying? And what's so creepy about it is that it's, in a weird way, relatable almost every fucking decade. That's why that book is the number one selling book. To the point that I think I've obviously said it. How there was a magazine that was talking about climate change and the printing of books and how the Bible should be stopped being printed because, it's wasting the CO2 and shit. I was like, can you believe this shit? Mind you, they don't dare say, our politicians talk all that shit about climate change, but they should start taking buses now. Because why are you taking an airplane or a private jet? You know what I'm saying? What you doing to those airwaves? You see? Now you see why I get mad? Now you see what I'm saying now. Because this is something that a fucking white person said. And I was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, shit. You know how many fucking planes are up right now? Y'all should get an app. Oh, whoa, hold on. You know what's crazy? You can tell this is unprofessional as a content creator. I'm watching the video of when Jeff Hardy, the wrestler, when he got stopped for the DUI. And I thought that was the car, but I guess they doing you see like anyways, forget, y'all don't give a fuck about that. But what I was saying was, there's an app that you can see all the current planes flying right now. And when you see that shit, you're like, first of all, how the fuck can the sky be like all clear and you don't see all those patches of planes up at the same time? That's some fucking weird shit. You only see them when they like lowering down and stuff like that, but there's so many planes as we speak right now flying. You got to think about how many people are current, their daily lives probably be is taking planes and shit. So all that gas is being pushed out there, and they talking about us with the cars here. There's something rotten in Denmark. By the way, y'all seen that fucking clip of all those cattle with their legs up and lined up due to a heat wave, and it's so suspicious that it's like, what? And you have farmers over there talking about, commenting, saying, yo, this looks crazy. It's bad enough that there's a bunch of for some reason, there's a bunch of farms being burnt down. Accidents and every weird shit possible. Truck drivers are saying that they picking up less loads. That's why they speaking about food shortages, inflation is going on. There was this dude speaking about that inflation shit, and like one of these economists that be on YouTube, and he's really seeing like this shit's going to a downward spiral. You know what I'm saying? Like he never seen it like this. This is because they doing it on purpose. Don't get it twisted. It's not Putin. It's not. But the cattle shit, it's just like, what the fuck? It's like they were all poisoned. First of all, this is when you know you can tell I gotta be a good detective. Let me Bruce Wayne this shit. If that was true, that it was a heat wave, the first thing they would have did was just videotape them all out. And maybe they did do that, and they just lined them up and show us that video. But it would have been like, yo, look what's going on in the heat of Kansas. People like they all and they all not gonna, we think they're all gonna line up, get the heat wave and all fall down. No, they're gonna be spotted, different places, right, around the farm. Show that, and talk to the weather, something, because a lot of farmers is going on there commenting like, yo, if so, because there's farms in Texas, there's a heat wave in Texas, Arizona, maybe, who knows, and different places around the earth. They said that even if it's due to heat wave, not all of them will die, and that makes so much sense. You will see some of them like, probably like almost, but not all of them together. What they did, well, one of the fucking bulls, Jim Jones and shit, he gave out these fucking Kool-Aid tapped with fucking, I don't know, like Tempo or some shit. Like, what the hell? How the hell that happened? And it gets me so pissed because it's like, yo, sometimes y'all just do shit so fucked up and screwed up on purpose or something so we can wake up. Or what is it? It's fucking ridiculous. It's like an insult to our fucking intelligence. And it's so ridiculous that I still don't want to believe it. But they're saying how Bill Gates really is owning farms and shit. Like, it's credible people saying this now. So it's just like, I don't want to. It's like what's it called? The Mario song. I don't want to know if you buying them. Keep it on the low. I don't want to fucking know that. First of all, that means that he probably putting something else in them seeds. So if I don't have kids, good luck, nigga. They probably putting mad fucking what's it called? The Roundup for the weeds and shit in the floor that they killed the weeds. They probably putting Roundup on our fucking on the meats, cheese, lettuce, nigga. You're done. You never know. Think about it. We talking about micro nano machines. Look at me being on my MGS Metal Gear Solid. That's where I learned it from, though. Nano machines is basically smart computer chip that looks so small that you can't probably really see it. Once they get to that level of technology, yo, you can't. What you think? You be like, oh, I think there's something in here. No, nigga. What you think? It looks like salt? Nah, hell no. Hell no. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, you just don't know what to do, man. You just don't know what to do. And for some weird reason, it looks like it's all this happening because Trump's gonna come back like Superman, and this was all part of the story anyways. And oddly enough, by the way, there's a post that everybody's posting now, like the major ones, saying that scientists figured out how to make realistic skins for the robot that self-heal and all this shit. And I was like, you see why I gotta question it now? Because ain't this what people that were called conspiracy theorists are saying? Oh, that person is not real, as a clone. And then they show you to get two pictures, but the pictures be whack because it shows you one picture of the person looking to the right and one person looking to the same person looking to the left. And you're like, nigga, this is okay. It's just different angles. Like, no, but look at the ear right here. And it's like, come on, man. That's when I knew, like, this is why you can't go deep into this shit like that. You just gotta stay away because la gente se vuelve loca. There's literally people making videos of like something that is like really, really far out shit. DK how well they were speaking about like the QAnon shit, whatever. But sometimes it felt like a little like not a religion. What's that fucking term? A cult, you know, of just positivity though. And then it got to a point I'm like, yo, do you really believe what they're saying? They're like, no, but even if it's a lie, like it's just inspiring. I'm like, okay, so think about it like that. Don't take all this shit real. Take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah, or with a grain of nanomachine. But anyways, yo, I heard that Drake album yesterday, and like I was saying, man, I was a little hyped because I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see what we gonna talk about. Come on. Then I saw the fucking album cover, and I was like, yo, okay, that album cover, when it looks blurry and it looks like graffiti, but like new age graffiti because it was like in chrome or whatever, it like graffiti. Because you know how graffiti, you're like, oh, that shit looks dope, but you don't know, you can't read it like that. That's how this one was. And then I was like, oh wait, what's the name of the album? Oh, that's what it says there? Oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? But come on, man, like to make a fucking like album cover that looks mad gangster and shit, like you about to go in and you know what I'm saying? And then all you hear is oots, 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 oots. Fucking Ukraine must be going nuts right now, or fucking Russia, all the motherfuckers that be wearing like jumpsuits and shit, like windbreakers and shit, and just pumping their fist. They're pumping the fist to like techno love songs. And listen, this is a new space for him, so it might be really popular. Of course, they say, oh, but look at the numbers, And now they calling it a dance album. Like, all right, nigga, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all go with that because listen, I had to deal with Yeezus for Ye. You know, once I was on the 8th song, I felt like, okay, where's the fucking hip hop in this shit? You know, it is what it is. What I noticed is that at the end of the day, Drake fans are Drake fans, just like Kanye fans are Kanye fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some songs that Drake makes that are better than Kanye songs. Like, let's not be fucking crazy over here, but you also got to remember that it was like a Jordan to a Kobe. So Kanye was his Jordan. Not really, because it probably was Jay-Z, but everybody think Jay-Z, yeah, yada, yada, yada. But I'm talking about the way Kanye changed the game, though. because the most vulnerable Jay-Z, probably aside from 444, was probably like Song Cry, Soon You Understand, and not that song, not even that crazy, but Kanye was, on some ballad shit, you know what I'm saying? And ballad looks bad because, like monster ballads when it comes to like rock versus regular rock. First of all, let me just say this. If it wasn't for monster ballads, I would have never gave respect to rock. Because everybody who was rock and roll heads or whatever, they, I guess, saw monster ballads as like soft rock or whatever as like a gimmick. But hell, that shit is fucking dope. White Snake, man, don't get me started. I'm gonna pull some fucking monster ballads right now after this shit. Look at fucking YouTube with their fucking commercials. Don't you hate these fucking? I'm sorry, I'm gonna sound fucked up. And Most High, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but don't you hate these fucking cancer commercials? Because their point is just to pound it in you and get you fucking guilty and shit right before the 5 seconds. They count it, so that must mean that they count it, and they be like, oh, here we gotta hit him with the punchline right here. Some don't, and I respect that. But it's like, god damn, you're gonna use the whole spectrum in the beginning, like, I was diagnosed with cancer, and then right there, the 5 seconds, that's when you can skip it. You don't want to hear that shit, man. I was just watching a video of, jokes and shit, and that's why YouTube needs to chill with that shit. YouTube and America. Don't get it twisted, people. It's not that we don't want to help, but America has so much fucking money. They better not come with that bullshit. DK trying to ask us for more money, nigga, during a recession. Hell the fuck no. Tell y'all scientists to go in. Instead of fucking always making technologies of fucking warfare, which is kind of needed, and if not, everybody will be bombing each other, I guess. I don't know. But come on now, like, and you know what? You want me to let you into a deeper 13 curtains back thought that I have for this right here, which usually I can't really say, but hey, at the end of the day, I gotta be honest with y'all. If those kids that they showing right there are actors, and they just tell them like shave your head, bro, you know the fucking rage I would fucking get? They better not ever come with some bullshit like that. They better keep that shit as a secret. Because if that shit is true, you know how fucking weird that shit is? That they putting actors in there? Because I don't know, but a lot of people won't want to show I don't want to show my fucking family like with this shit and me talking about how I gotta deal with this. Fuck out of here. Take that shit over there. Unless I gotta do it and then they'll be like, we're gonna give you the best doctor ever, and then that's gonna practically go away. You never know. These people probably make the viruses and have the solution and never. You just never know. And I don't like to keep thinking like that because it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But you just never know. With that COVID shit, man, that's it. I'm sorry. And they don't want to say, oh, look at they saying it's in a lab. Trump is saying it came from a lab. And flash forward. Well, it's controlled in the lab. And I'm like, what? You see why I get fucking tight? That's the whole reason. That's the whole fucking reason. How I jump from that from Drake, right? But I don't know. There's just so much shit. Every week there's so much shit. This is the greatest time to be a podcast, right? Going back to that content shit. And speaking about content, it's crazy because I make content, but I don't make content that shows my face. I definitely wanted to make sure I don't do that. You imagine being like a broke famous person that you just went viral and then you're for always, your face will for always be known and shit or whatever. You can't even go to a fucking Target. Hell no, I don't want that shit. That's the MF Doom part of the influence, I guess, on these podcasts and the content creation, because I don't want y'all to know my identity at all. Even though, you know what I'm saying, I might post a pic or some shit, but hell no, man. These people just go be like, oh, look him right there, yo, record me, I'm gonna punch him. And that's it. That's all it takes. Fucking Elon Musk just tweeted, congratulations to Giga Berlin team on making over 1,000 cars in a week. Either this nigga's on some Werner von Braun, Steve Jobs demanding type of shit, or they're making so many cars that it's not going to be benefiting cities, and or they better make these fucking cars cheap then, motherfucker. Goddamn. Look at me trying to get a deal. Is that all? Yeah, I'm end it here. 1 hour and 5 minutes? Anyways, until next week. I also was thinking about doing like you know how like an iPhone does the iPhone 14, like it's about to come out right now. Let's just say the iPhone 5, the iPhone 6, the iPhone 10, 13, and then they do the 13S. I was probably thinking about doing one like that, and basically in layman's terms, all I'm saying is just adding another podcast episode. Sometimes I do want to have shit to say, and I was like, I have to wait till fucking Friday. That's what makes it good though. So maybe I just do 2, you know what I'm saying, and then bring it back down to just 1 if it gets more views or whatever, because I don't want to be tied into 2 forever. Definitely 1. I'll think about it. I don't know. But anyways, Pirate Radio. I love the name. I'm even wearing the Pirates hat right now as I record. That was the whole reason of getting the hack. I was like, yo, doing Pirate Radio, it's not like I'm talking about literally pirate stories, but the whole pirate name, just to go refresh the memories in case. Pirate Radio was a radio station, sometimes in a apartment with a satellite up top or something like that, or a boat somewhere where it could reach still the cities, and they would just put music, different type of music, you know what I'm saying, probably Beatles and shit, or even like tough conversations about geopolitics and shit like that, you know. And it was crazy because there was no internet back then, so it was pirated airwaves, you know, that's why Pirate Radio. And people were fucking tuning in, and you can't gauge like viewership because it's illegal, you know what I'm saying? So you could tap into airwaves. And they try to make it hard on them, put people in jail. There's a movie called Pump Up the Volume. Dope movie. And it's crazy because it's hard as fuck to find it where they show movies and shit like that. Whether it's like Hulu or whatever. Because it's a movie about inspiring, and it kind of like, especially if you watch it now, you can sort of like, take it off now, because you'll be like, you know, it'll crack your head like, wait a minute, so you have to be outspoken and, you know, what everyone, because there's a lot of people that want to say a lot of shit about LGBT. Let me just be honest. I speak with a lot of people. They just feel weird because like, damn, I really cannot speak my mind. I can't say like, them motherfuckers again. Like, because y'all being annoying. Let's keep it real. Not the people who are gay, but the LGBT brand. Just like how I was, of course, Black Lives Matter, but this motherfucking group are stealing money, and I was telling y'all that, and y'all thought I was over here Uncle Tom, and y'all ain't had to tell me that. Nobody told me that, but I know y'all was thinking that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is why I'm here, and this is why my fucking podcast should be famous. Let me talk about shit. Because I was giving it up like this to the regular people. Because I don't give a fuck about everybody around the world. To the regular people that I know. Because I know that must have been like, oh, you got a podcast? Let me listen to this shit. Oh, you're talking about politics. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not here. At times I want that. At times I want the support, but at times I don't. Because I see how people do that shit to rich people. That shit looks nasty, yo. That shit look nasty. Like, it's like that whole thing about like Big Pun when he goes, you know me from where? Elementary school? I don't know you, man. Like, that's crazy because some people probably thought like, oh shit, that's Big Pun. Like, if you would have seen him in Fordham 10 years before that, you would not say shit. But now he's famous, so now you gotta let him know that now you're, you know, like, it's crazy, but that's human. And that's the whole idol worship, which, you know, I fuck with Kanye, but that's where it stops. Like, at the end of the day, because that idol worship, it will make you like think like the artist because you like that artist so much. Oddly enough, I mean, influence. Why do you think they're paying these rappers and all the music is negative? And if you make positive music, like, hey, at least Drake is putting out positive music. It's that we're so fucking conditioned that we want to hear, I put a fucking gat in his mouth and I let that shit go. Like, that's all we want to hear, my nigga. So props right there for Drake, because this music is, you know, he's speaking about women and shit, but so far it seems positive. I gotta hear it again, But I just remember is a back to back techno music. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is the route he's going. I've been through that with Yeezus. So, but I know that the people are not gonna fuck with it. Like, everybody don't like it or whatever. And he makes it worse. He comes out and say, yo, y'all get it later. Like, no, nigga. Even though he did say, thank me later. And we gotta fucking thank Drake. Let's keep it real. That first album was called Thank Me Later. And I remember hearing that, or seeing the album name, and I was like, motherfucker, this is your first album, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, at the same time, you have a lot of people that are one time, you know what I'm saying, 2 albums. Like, this is what I want to know. I wonder, a lot of people must be Fabulous fans, because what the hell? Like, does Fabulous own a basketball team that he's out here, and oddly enough, is he putting music out? Like, I don't even know. He must have a lifetime Rock Nation deal, because that first album, shit, second album and third album probably. Street Dreams was a Street Dream. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, because you would have thought that other rappers with that same tenure, like, they would not be fizzing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to see them fucking work a lot. He must have saved all his money. That's what's up, though. And that's me and my brother Maxie's My B.E.Z. on the first album. That was our fucking song. We would fucking play that shit. We were fucking running around Connecticut left and right. But anyway, let me not go all to the fucking back in my good old days. But anyways, I might do another podcast this same week or next week, and then the ones that come for Friday. But who knows? Anyways, thank you for listening. Look at me talking about thank you for listening. Fuck y'all for listening, motherfuckers. That's more like it. Pirate Radio, episode 56. Peace.